This month sees the NFL draft for next season, and amongst the busiest of teams recently have been the New Orleans Saints, who, like everyone else, are hoping to secure some of the country's top talent when the draft finally comes around to set themselves up for a run at the coveted Super Bowl trophy next winter. Today, we're discussing the Saints picking up 2 first-round picks from the Eagles, so don't go anywhere. First up, let's discuss the monster trade involving the Eagles and the Saints. So, as we know, Louisiana outfit the New Orleans Saints picked up another second-round pick for this month's NFL draft, which involved no fewer than 8 selections being exchanged, in what was a pretty complicated deal, so we'll do our best at explaining all the moving parts. The Saints picked up the 16th as well as the 19th overall pick, plus another 6th-round pick from the Eagles, who themselves picked up the 18th overall pick, plus selections in the 3rd and the 7th round. Are you with us so far? All this means that the Saints will have 2 middle picks in the first round instead of the one they had previously, which is nice if you're a Saints fan, right? Elsewhere, Philly started out with 3 first-round picks at 15, 16, and 19, after picking up the 15th from the Dolphins, who were part of a pre-draft trade last season, taking Philadelphia's 6th overall choice. The 16th pick originally was meant for Indianapolis, but was given to the Eagles during the Carson Wentz deal, so the Eagles have kept a hold of 15 and also acquired 18 whilst picking up another first-round choice next season, which is lovely. The Saints didn't adapt to life post-Drew Brees too well and missed the playoffs last time out, but have since signed Jameis Winston to replace him. However, Winston got injured back in October, and now the Eagles have said they might be willing to give Jalen Hurts the starting berth at QB next year. Phew. More Saints news now, starting with Brandon Cooks. Stay tuned. It has this week been rumored that the New Orleans Saints have inquired about their former wide receiver Brandon Cooks, amid reports that the Houston Texans might be willing to let him go for the right price. Cooks took New Orleans by storm in his first season as a rookie, and in his first game he caught 7 passes for 77 yards, also catching a touchdown, so it's obvious why the Louisiana team sees him as someone who could propel them forward. It's also no secret that the Saints are coveting a wide receiver, and after bringing Mark Ingram back to the place where it all began last year, could the old band be getting back together? Cooks spent 2 seasons in the Big Easy and still possesses the pace and power required to be a successful wide receiver in any team in the league. Of course, the idea would be to pair him up with Michael Thomas again, to relive their glory days, and if they could recapture the form they previously showed, they could even be a force to be reckoned with once more. However, it is yet to be seen if the Texans would be willing to give Cooks back to New Orleans, but if the Saints are willing to give the Texans the second-round pick they've reportedly wanted, we could see Cooks being back in the famous black and gold. Do you think the return to the birthplace of jazz would be a good move for Cooks? Let us know below. We're talking Taysom Hill now, so don't go anywhere. It's plain as day that the New Orleans Saints have a problem at tight end, but could veteran Idaho native Taysom Hill be the answer to the problem? Last season, they gave various guys a go at plugging the gap in the problem position, including Juwan Johnson, Adam Troutman, and Nick Vannett, but none of them set the world on fire, which has led to some people in the know to suggest that they might be set to take a punt on Taysom at tight end in this season. Of course, Hill has taken to quarterback in more recent seasons, but before he switched positions, he was a solid tight end and was actually second in receiving yards on the Saints roster. He recorded 259 receiving yards in 2019 and 7 touchdown catches, which are pretty impressive numbers in anyone's book, whilst only dropping once. He also averaged 12.3 yards per catch, as well as grabbing 21 out of 24 targets. Hill is always dangerous with the ball, and for this reason provides a good check down option. He's never going to win a ton of one-on-one matchups, but he still has that speed, so he could indeed be the man to fill the gap at tight end. He would maybe need to improve his blocking, but other than that, he would probably be a decent choice in the position. What do you guys make of the Hill option at tight end? More tight end news now, stay tuned. Of course, another solution to the problem at tight end could have just been made, with the announcement this week that the Saints have signed free agent J.P. Holtz, the 6'3", 240-pounder, formerly of the Chicago Bears from 2019 to 2021. He offers the Saints another decent option at tight end, and has so far in his NFL career appeared in 44 regular season games across stints at the aforementioned Bears and Washington Commanders, formerly the Redskins. Known for his contributions on both offense and special teams, he has recorded 11 career tackles, 7 receptions for 91 yards, and 4 coverage stops. He was noticed as a youngster during his college career with the Panthers from 2012 to 2015, where he also recorded some pretty impressive numbers, throwing up 81 receptions for 931 yards whilst scoring 11 touchdowns. The Saints also announced that they have terminated the contract with Blake Bortles. The 29-year-old QB reportedly asked to be released from his contract after the Saints signed Andy Dalton. Having been signed as a backup after both Taysom Hill and Ian Book contracted COVID, Bortles apparently wasn't willing to be 4th or even 5th choice, which is fair enough. Who do you think should be the Saints starting QB when the season kicks off later this year? Let us know what you think below. Next up, Tre'Quan Smith has had his say on the Saints. Stay with us. Saints wide receiver Tre'Quan Smith has nothing but belief in his team's chances of having a successful season after he claimed the Saints offense can put on one hell of a show next year if they can just manage to stay fit and and healthy. Of course, most offenses in the league will be of the same belief, but Smith, who was speaking recently about himself and only re-signed with the outfit a short time ago, said, "If everybody stays healthy, it's going to be one hell of a show. One exciting offense, one explosive offense, and I definitely look forward to it being that this year. I don't think I can recall one game that everybody played together on offense last year, and that's tough being in this business. The number one thing in this business is to win. You make it so much harder on yourself to win when you don't have all of your key players." Of course, he's right. Consistency is key, and a unit is only a unit if they play together week in, week out. Michael Thomas's return to form is also a big plus after he channeled his inner Zion Williamson last season, sidelined with a foot injury for the entire campaign. Winston will also be returning from a layoff, so if all these guys can stay fit going forward, the Saints will have a superb chance of being there or thereabouts at the end of next season. What do you make of Smith's comments? Let us know below. And finally, some Eagles news. And what might have come as a shock to fans of the Philadelphia Eagles, they have this week decided to take a pretty big gamble on a player who has never played in the NFL at the age of 27. Devon Allen, a pretty decent wide receiver for the University of Oregon, opted to pursue a career in athletics instead of football, and to be fair, it paid off. He is a 3-time U.S. national champion and 2-time Olympian, coming fourth in the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo in the 110-meter hurdles. Of course, he has the pace, but it remains to be seen if he can recapture the form he showed at Oregon. But it is certainly an interesting addition to the Philly roster. During his college career, he had 41 receptions for 684 yards, a 16.7 average, whilst also scoring 7 touchdowns, which isn't bad. One of his carries even went for 24 yards, as well as 8 kick returns, resulting in an average of 26.1. What do you make of this signing for the Eagles? Give us your thoughts below. As always, thanks for stopping by today, and remember to join us next time for some more fun and games. Also, why not do us a solid by liking and sharing today's video, and if you're feeling extra spicy, why not subscribe to our channel? Bye guys!